Joining us now is Mayor Michael Taylor of Sterling Heights, Michigan. Mayor, it's good to have you here. Thank you so much. You recently called Trump's tariff plan the single biggest threat to your local economy. Your city, of course, is home to that big Stellantis plant. Now that we have the details, is it as bad as you expected?
Well, it's hard to tell right now. We're still trying to calculate what's actually going to happen. I think it could have been worse. It sounds like there might be some relief for parts that are subject to the Canada-U.S.-Mexico trade agreement, but it's a lot of uncertainty. It's chaotic, and we really don't know exactly what the impact is going to be, probably for some weeks or a month or more.
So what impacts are you bracing for in the region?
Massive layoffs, huge price increases, complete disruption to the automotive industry. Sterling Heights is a blue-collar town. About 40% of our employment is in the auto sector. So we anticipate that there'll be layoffs. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of auto suppliers in Sterling Heights, some of them Canadian-owned companies. And so those could be hit very hard immediately. We're expecting layoffs, plant closures, and price increases.
Yeah, in fact, there's just a headline out this morning that shows Stellantis is idling plants in Canada and Mexico right now. So again, goes to show how everything is connected. You can't just cut out these other countries because of that woven fabric of how things are made and how trade is impacted by parts, not always the whole. I want to get your reaction to what the Treasury Secretary told NBC about the concerns that this is going to lead to higher prices for all of us. Watch.
What would you say to Americans who worry that they'll have to pay more in the short term?
Well, I'm not sure why they would have to pay more in the short term. That we don't know what the price effects are going to be. Will there be a one-time price adjustment? Could be, but we're also working on the tax bill, and for working Americans, I believe that the reduction in taxes is going to be substantially more.
Your thoughts on that? Are you reassured at all by that answer?
No, nothing is reassuring about that at all. I don't understand where they're coming up with this. I'll tell you quickly, we bought a pair of shoes. My wife and I bought a pair of shoes for my son yesterday, a $100 pair of Nike shoes, and I asked him to give me the box. It's made in Vietnam. So that $100 pair of shoes is likely going to be $130, $140 if we buy it a week from now. So I don't know what he's saying, that prices aren't going to go up. How could they not go up if 50% tariffs on a country like Vietnam, similar to our Asian trading partners, prices are certainly going to go up, and I don't see any relief from tax cuts.
You mentioned shoes. Almost all shoes are imported, according to a centrist think tank. Let's talk more about the auto industry, because that impacts your community so deeply. We know folks in that industry in Michigan have seen struggle for decades. The Washington Post recently talked to a Stellantis worker in your city who said this in anticipation of the tariffs, and I quote here, "I do think they're an excellent bargaining chip, especially after watching the aftermath of NAFTA gutting us like a fish. I've seen us lose so many jobs. If you're asking me if I'm willing to have a little short-term pain, well, we've already had long-term pain. Nothing has been benefiting us." Mayor, what do you say to people in your community who say it's time to shake things up and maybe these tariffs are the answer?
Yeah, look, we have a very strong manufacturing base in Sterling Heights. We have 4 large automotive plants, as I said, countless suppliers as well. So if this is going to bring American manufacturing back, then cities like Sterling Heights will benefit from that. But we've been through processes of opening automotive plants that were slated to be shut during the Great Recession. That process took years and years to get those new products online. These car companies have invested billions of dollars in these supply chains that they have, and they're able to compete globally because of the costs are being able to be held down because of it. Disrupting that is going to make the car companies less competitive. And while I understand the UAW wants to see its membership increase and more manufacturing in the United States, I don't see these tariffs as just a negotiating tool. This is going into effect, and it's going to have devastating impacts on our local economy, including layoffs of UAW workers. So I respectfully disagree.
Mayor Michael Taylor of Sterling Heights, Michigan, I really appreciate you coming on to share your insights or perspective on this. I hope we can be in touch as the ripple effects from this announcement end up unfolding. Thank you so much.